All right, blessing to everyone, man. It's your boy King Kartel, man, back again. Once again, just shooting from the hip. On this video, I want to talk about keeping it simple. King, what do you mean by that? I'll explain. So, something that I keep saying again and again and again are young men and young women, even older men and older women, making things far too complicated to the point where they have no style of foundation set to where they can apply this foundational rule or principle to this situation. So let me give you an example, right? So right now we in the day and age of the alpha male, the beta male, the Nintendo male, the Xbox male. And I tell guys all the time, listen, don't worry about all that. Let the internet do that. Some of y'all are so caught up on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever your social media platform is, but just the internet in general, to the point that you got all these people over complicating your mind and over convoluting multiple different things that just don't need to be that way. I believe it's the Marines. They got something called Keep It Simple, Stupid. I wanted to say it's called like KISS or something like that. Yeah, man, y'all got to get to that. Y'all need to get that understanding. Keep it simple, stupid, man. Some of y'all engage in self-sabotaging behavior. Some of y'all want to be YouTubers and live streamers or different types of content creation, whatever you want to do, engineer, whatever, right? And you overcomplicate things by thinking, oh, I got to go do this. And then you sit up there and do some more research and say, oh, I got to do this. Then you go back to the computer, do some more research. Oh, I got to go do this. And you don't get nothing done. So when you look back at your 2023, you like, dang, I didn't get anything done. I had a whole year and I'm pretty much in the same position that I was at the end of 2022 to 2023. It's the same thing. So in 2024, we just got to get back to keeping it simple. In relationships, keep it simple. When somebody show you who they are, believe them. You don't have to keep guessing who somebody is once they show you who they are, especially during the earlier times. Now, I realized during the earlier times, neither party going to find fault with either party. I'll say that again. Neither party is going to find fault in either party because y'all in the honeymoon stage. Everything is nice. Everything is cool. Y'all happy, making a little love time to time. You know what I mean? And it's just good vibes all around. So you're not thinking about none of that. But as you develop within a relationship, as you get deeper into the relationship, maybe, y'all move in or something like that. Then you like, wait, hold on. He don't flush the toilet after he pee. Or hold on, she don't clean up the bathtub with all the hair in it when she done. Who is this? No, she's been exactly who she's been the whole time. You've been exactly who you've been the whole time. You was just too blind, stupid, or ignorant to deal with it and really address it. I'm not saying it's going to be perfect, but when you keep it stupid, hey, we don't roll like this. Hey, we don't do this. Hey, put that up. Hey, keep that clean. When you set that from the gate, it makes it so much easier. Listen, you don't have all the time in the world to be teaching somebody all these different foundational rules of hygiene, cleanliness, being honest. Some of y'all, you just don't have that time. And even if you did have the time, you might not currently have the communication or articulation skills to even get that point across. Because mind you, sometimes it's not necessarily the message, it's the messenger. Meaning what? It's got to be presentable before it's acceptable. So you would have to know your audience. Most of y'all don't know yourself. So how you gonna know your audience? How you gonna know you speaking to? You don't even know you. Again, keeping it simple. To the young men, don't worry about all these different terms they using for males. Just worry on being a man. Let them focus on what kind of male they want to be. We ain't got time for that. 2024 going on eternity, we ain't got time for that. We ain't got time to be worried about being a PlayStation male, an Xbox male, GameCube male. Time is too short. Some of y'all was just 18 the other day. Now you in your late 20s. Some of y'all was in your late 30s. Now you in, you know what I mean, late 40s, early 50s. Some of y'all was just in 6th grade the other day. Now you about to graduate. It's the same thing. You ain't got time to be out here playing. You ain't got time to be out here BSing with somebody who, for one reason or another, just don't got it together. And I ain't talking about money, because that's another thing we're going to dispel. And I'm probably going to do a whole separate video about that, about the whole, okay, do I need a baller? I need this, I need that. Well, what you coming with? If you need all that, what you coming with? But anyway, I'm going to leave that alone. You know what I mean? I want to stay on topic. But keeping it simple, some of y'all want to start a business, and I know you're going to start a business this year. But here's the thing. Keep it simple. The more you try to overcomplicate and over-research things, and I'm not saying don't do your due diligence. I don't want you to set yourself up for failure. That's not what I'm saying at all. But some of y'all don't even realize there is a value into just knowing people, going out, speaking to people. You want to do all your research through the internet. No. You need to go to somebody somewhere, pull up on them, and have a face-to-face conversation with them. Why do you need to have a face-to-face conversation with them? To see if it's for real or not. Because you'll be able to tell face-to-face. It's harder to tell over the internet. There's a plethora of guys out here faking like they got all this money, and they don't. It's a bunch of women faking like they got all this money, but they live home with their mama. It's a bunch of them. And if you don't meet these people face-to-face, you'll follow up under their program. I don't have no program. You ain't got to give me $1. You ain't got to give me a dime. You ain't got to hit the like button. You ain't got to do nothing for me. We good. You know what I mean? Shout out to Kartel gang. Don't love y'all. But yeah, face to face. Let's get back to that. Let's get back to going back out there, going back on the pavement, going back on concrete, steps, stoops. All your communication can't be through wireless technology, telecommunication. It can't. It's so easy to have people fooled out here. I know y'all done seen the shows, the catfishes and all these different things. And you know, me personally, you know, I'm not like the online dating guy. For those that do, blessings to you. You know what I mean? But if you are going to do the online dating thing, you're going to get on the app. I got a homie right now. You know, every time I talk to him, he like, yeah, man, I'm on the app right now. Ready to sit up there and talk to this girl, that girl, with the woo. And I'll be like, all right, okay. And then I come back later, you know what I mean? See me, oh, what happened with her? Oh, man, you know what I mean? Yeah, she wasn't talking about nothing, blah, 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 this and that, man. She did me dirty. And I'm like, bro, what's going on? What are you out here doing, bro? You out here wasting time, man. Some of y'all don't need. It was an episode on, man, I'm going to take y'all back. It was an episode on a show called Good Times where Michael meets a girl named Penny and they start talking over the CB. And they kind of like developed this liking toward each other. Now, Penny decrepit, Penny immobile, Penny not able to walk or nothing like that. But she talking all this big stuff over the CB. Some of y'all older folks know exactly what episode I'm talking about. But I say that to say this: you don't know who or what you're dealing with until you see it in the flesh. All right, keep that a foundational rule or principle to anything you do as far as online dating. Some of y'all giving all this time to a person that ain't who they say they are. You giving all this time to a business that ain't what it says it is, that don't have no opportunities of advancement for you. And you're not keeping it simple. You're keeping it overcomplicated. You're trying to manipulate within a relationship like, oh, okay, well, maybe if I stay away from this topic, maybe I'll be able to get X, Y, and Z out this person. Bro, you don't have time for all that. Young lady, you don't have time for all that. Keep it simple. Stop worrying about what you don't got versus what you do got. And just focus on being grateful for what you got. We got to get back to that. We got to get back to being grateful for what we have. We got to start, and not even necessarily what we have, but we got to be grateful for the person that we are. You should get deep pride and satisfaction just out of thinking about the person that you are, the way you carry yourself day to day. I'm not saying you're not going to make mistakes. I'm not saying you're not going to have insecurities. I'm not saying you're not going to go through difficulties. I'm not saying that you're not going to have these iniquities that just are part of human experience. We all human. We all going to go through it. But at the same time, I don't want you sulking and being down for any extended period of time just because you made a mistake. Yesterday is gone and tomorrow is on the way. So we ain't got time to just be sulking and that's different from real observational introspection. Meaning you going back, you thinking about what happened, thinking about what you could have done differently. But see, that takes accountability. Cause I start thinking about some of y'all who I talk to that talk down on your exes. You talk down on the person that you're dealing with. You talk bad about the job that you work at. You talk down on everything that is, you talk down on your family, about your family. You talk down on everything that is a part of your life and don't even acknowledge the role that you played in creating that life for yourself. You gotta get back to that. You got to get back to that. Don't worry about how so-and-so betrayed you. Don't worry about how so-and-so lied on you. Don't worry about how so-and-so jealous and envious. You ain't got time to be thinking all that. You going to the moon. You got a place to go. You have a destination to go. And on your map, jealousy ain't on that map. On that map, hate and envy and not taking, it's not on that. There's no, jealousy lane ain't on that map. You never gonna cross that bridge. Envy bridge, you ain't never gonna cross it. Why? Because you don't have time for that. You got something bigger to do out here. You got something better to do out here. And by keeping it simple, it allows you to remain hyper focused. Because it's gonna take hyper focus out here to really get what you want. I will say this, of all my time living, this is the most distracted era that I've seen, that I've bear witness to. And there's distractions in every era. You can go back in the history books. There was distractions in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, you know, so on and so forth. It was distractions all around. But right now is the most distracted time, blessed time, mind you, but the most distracted time ever recorded in human history. A lot of y'all worried about things that ain't got nothing to do with you. Why you worried about who so-and-so sleeping with? Why you worried about who so-and-so broke up with? Why you worry about who got shot and who got locked up? What does that have to do with you? And then it manifests even deeper because then you start getting involved in petty acts. Now, for the women, you know, I'm still holding y'all accountable, but y'all women, so it's just different. But to the guys, what you doing engaging in a petty debate with her? What you doing engaging in petty little arguments with little meaningless dudes and stuff like that? Oh, but nah, King, he said, okay, but so what? Who is he? Just by you engaging in a back and forth with this person, you've made them important. Just by engaging in a back and forth with this woman, you've made her important. Keep it simple. Don't make little situations and little people bigger than what they really are. Keep them small. You too big out here. You got too much to do. Keep it simple. I can go on and on and on about this. I don't want to take up too much of y'all time, but I figured y'all would enjoy this video. So hit the like if you did enjoy this video and let me know in the comments, man, what are you trying to simplify in your life 2024? Forget what you left behind in 2023. What are you trying to make simple in 2024? And let me know, man. I'd love to hear, man. My name is King Kartel. I'm up out of here, man. Be safe, be careful, wear a face mask. I'll see you big head motherfuckers on the next one. Peace.